Good afternoon on the National News this hour from Babagide Imo Television. First, the headlines. Court orders FG to fix prices of petrol, diesel, others within 7 days. Super Eagles victory, Shetima pledges government reward for AFCON. APC warns as Assembly received letter to dissolve Kano Emirate. 2024 census will hold as scheduled, Senate assures Nigerians. Oyo recycling facility sealed over pollution. On sport, plaudits for Onwabali after shootout heroics. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. The news in detail. A federal high court sitting in Lagos yesterday ordered the federal government to fix the prices of petrol, diesel, kerosene, and other goods within 7 days from February 7, 2024. Trial Judge Justice Ambrose Lewis Alagoa specifically ordered the federal government to fix the prices of milk, flour, salt, sugar, bicycles and its spare parts, machetes, motorcycles and its spare parts, motor vehicles and its spare parts, as well as petroleum products, including diesel, premium motor spirits, PMS, and kerosene. The court made the order in its judgment in a suit by rights activist and lawyer Mr. Femi Falana against the Price Control Board and the Attorney General of the Federation. We will study judgment, act in masses' interest, FG. Reacting to the judgment yesterday, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, San, said federal government would get a copy of the court judgment, study it, and to take necessary actions that would be in the interest of the masses and the nation. The AGF will react through its Special Advisor Communication and Publicity, Mr. Kamaluddin Ogudele, said as soon as we have a copy of the judgment, we will study it. On the long run, we will take the decision that is in the best interest of the country. Rest assured that this government will always have the interests of the masses at heart. Falana at its seat asked the court to determine whether by Section 4 of the Price Control Act, the first defendant is carrying out its duty to impose a price on any goods that are of the kind specified in the first schedule to the Price Control Act. Vice President Kashim Shettima met with the Super Eagles following their win over the Bafana of South Africa and promised that the federal government will reward them for their commitment and dedication. The Super Eagles disclosed this in a statement and photo shared on their official X handle earlier Thursday. The statement read, the federal government has promised to reward the Super Eagles for their commitment and dedication in reaching the final of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Abidjan. Vice President Kashim Shettima told the players and the officials in the dressing room following their hard-fought victory over South Africa in the semi-finals on Wednesday night that the government and people of Nigeria are proud of their accomplishment. The VP was in company with Governors Dapo Abiodun Ogun and Deyediri Bayosa, Minister for Sports Dr. Jamila Ibrahim, as well as Oil Mogul Wale Tinubu, FIFA Council member Amaju Pinnick, and NFL President Ibrahim Musa Gusau. Information also reports that the Super Eagles of Nigeria advanced to the final of the tournament after beating Bafana of South Africa 4-2 on penalties. Nigeria holds the record for the highest number of appearances at the AFCON semi-finals, having played 15 times. A group, Yen Dawali JR Kano, the Kano Electorate, has written to the Kano State House of Assembly seeking the review of the law establishing 4 additional emirates in Gaya, Rano, Karai, and Bichi by the immediate past administration of former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje. The group also called for the restatement of the former Emir of Kano, Al-Adi Mohammed Sanusi II. The call by the group comes on the heels of repeated statement by former Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso that the ruling New Nigerian People's Party in Kano might revisit Ganduje's action on the Kano Emirate. But speaking on Wednesday, the All Progressive Congress warned against any move to disrupt the current Emirate arrangement as created by Ganduje, saying it might upset the peace of the ancient city. The opposition party advised NNPP Governor Abba Yusuf to be careful so as not to allow himself to be pushed into doing something which could affect the existing peaceful coexistence in the state. On Wednesday, the group made available a copy of its letter dated February 5, 2024, which it addressed to the Speaker of the Kano State House of Assembly. The Senate has assured that the much-awaited population announcement census slated for November this year will hold as scheduled, Speaking yesterday in Abuja during the screening of 17 of the 19 commissioner nominees for the National Population Commission (NPC), the chairman of the Senate Committee on National Identity and Population, Senator Abdul Nengi, PDP Bauchi Central, noted that coincidentally, most of the nominees are people coming for the second time. It is a renomination and we have pursued their credentials presented in the first instance compared to the ones they have just appeared. It will be recalled that Nigeria has been using estimated figures for many years, as the last census was conducted in 2006 by the National Population Commission, which gave a population of about 140 million. The immediate past administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari had planned to conduct another census in 2022, but the program was later moved to 2023. The exercise was, however, suspended indefinitely by Buhari a few days before leaving office, saying he would allow President Bola Tinubu to announce new date for the head count. Recently, Tinubu pledged his administration's support for the next census, asserting its importance and crucial aspect of national planning. The Oyo State government sealed a facility, Shri Balaji Industry Limited, engaging in the recycling of waste tires to produce pyrolysis oil, carbon black, and steel wires as byproduct. The State Commissioner for Environment and National Resources, Abdul Majid Mogonjubola, who announced this in the Ibadan state capital, explained that the action was in a government effort at ensuring conformity and adherence by companies, industrial firms, and corporate bodies to acceptable worldwide and state environmental laws. Mojubola declared that Governor Seyi Makinde's administration would not in any way compromise standards nor tolerate violators of environmental health laws of those states. He said the facility, Shri Balaji Industry Limited, located at Olopomeji on Ife Road, Ibadan, in the Egbeda local government area of the state, had been discovered to have grossly embarked on unhealthy practices, which contravened the extant environmental regulation of the state since 2016. So, next story. 5 pregnant girls have been rescued following the raid of a baby factory by security operatives at Omuya in Oyi local government area of Anambra State. The rescue effort followed a collaboration of the Anambra State Ministry of Health and security agencies in the southeastern region. The Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afem Obidike, briefing journalists on Wednesday. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afem, said it was observed that the baby factory was functioning as a hospital, where it was a base for child trafficking. The facility is identified as Mother and Child Hospital and Maternity, located on the road along the Tasian University, Omunya. He identified the facility as Mother and Child Hospital and Maternity, located within their province. From the east to southwest Lagos, a violent clash broke out around grammar school in the Ojodu area of Lagos State on Tuesday, when police officers enforcing a ban on motorcycles in the state clashed with some commercial motorcyclists popularly known as Okada riders. Information witnessed that the clash on Tuesday morning reported that some policemen from the Ojodu Divisional Headquarters used tear gas canisters to disperse the protesting riders. Information also learned that a raid conducted by the policemen in the division led to a confrontation between some riders and the law enforcement officers, leading to the claims of injury to one of the officers. Also learned that the patrol van used by the policemen was vandalized by the riders, who reportedly revolted, which led to a clampdown on the commercial motorcyclists in the area. Following the clash, road users were stranded and residents were forced to stay indoors to avoid being caught in the middle of the violence. Another rider at the home claimed the officer sustained an injury in the neck and the van carrying them, the police, was also attacked. Moving on to the next story. Some suspected terrorists attacked and killed another traditional ruler of Elekbe or Ogidi Chief Ojo Olayinka in the Ijumo local government area of Kogi State. The traditional ruler was killed on his farm. It was learned that the cult of the monarch was seen by his people on the farm after they waited for his return, but he did not show up at all. The state government has confirmed this tragic incident in a statement issued on Wednesday by Kingsley Femi Fanwo, the State Commissioner for Information and Communications. The state government also described the traditional ruler's death as barbaric and vowed to bring the killers to justice. Finally, sports. Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali earned the praises of Nigerians against and again at the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast after helping Nigeria reach the final of the tournament on Wednesday night for the first time since 2013. Nwabali saved 2 penalties during the shootout on a long night at Stade de la Paix in Balkany as Nigeria beat South Africa 4-2 on penalties to power their hopes of winning a 4th AFCON title after successes in 1980, 1994 and 2013. Although it was beaten from the spot by Tebo Mokoena during regulation time, the 27-year-old put up a commanding performance with spectacular saves during the game, which earned him the Man of the Match award as well. Captain William Truce Ekong also gave Nigeria the lead from the spot in the 67 minutes after Victor Sime was fouled in the South African box by Motobi Mvala. In the shootout, it stopped Mokoena and evidence Mokoga's kicks at Stella Murphy, Kenneth Omeruo, Ekong and Kelechi Nwakali also scored for Nigeria. Well-deserved win. With sports story, we've come to the end of today's national news. Before we go, some headlines. Court orders FG to fix prices of petrol, diesel, orders within 7 days. Super Eagles victory. Shetima pledges government reward for AFCON. APC warns as Assembly receives letter to dissolve Kano Emirate. 2024 census will hold as scheduled. Senate assures Nigerians. For sport, audit for Nwabali after shootout heroics. For update of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi at the banner. Please like and follow the page. Thank you for watching. I am Moviri Kabila Lawa.
Audio Jungle.